Good morning and welcome to Supt Talk. My name is Tony Boothie and I'm the Director of Educational Services for the New Prague area schools. As you're watching this, our school year 2015-2016 has just come to an end. Today our program will be centered around the 10 district retirees from the New Prague schools. Our retirees have given us wonderful years of service and have left our district better than when they started. On behalf of the entire District 721 staff, administration, and school board, we thank all 10 retirees and wish you the very best. I hope you enjoy the following presentation.
Okay, part of the tour here for our retirement tour is to visit with Vern Kuntz here, former instructional assistant with New Prague area schools who retired mid-year. Vern, retirement?
Yeah.
How's everything going?
It's going well. I'm busier retired than I was at the school.
Yeah.
She comes at 7 in the morning sometimes and stays till 5, so I got like a 10-hour day.
Okay. Why don't you talk about your experience with New Prague area schools, how long, and your favorite memories?
Okay, New Prague schools, 9 years. I worked at Kids Company. I worked at the extended school year for the younger kids. I worked at the middle school. I worked at the high school, and then I worked in the transition program. And I think what I liked the most was the high school because I was doing more like a teacher's aide when I was at the high school, and I could see some progress in some of the kids that I was working with. That was kind of fun, and it was also kind of neat in the transition program to see the kids being able to go out in the community and you know, find something that maybe they could do in the future. And some of them are out in the community and they are able to find some jobs and keep themselves employed, which was nice.
And before that, you were at St. Wentz. You taught there and then retired. Looking back at education, you know, you had two different perspectives there. Any advice you'd give to young teachers out there today?
Just be ready for changes. There's always something new in education. When I was started, it was mimeograph machines just to get copies of things and typing everything out, and now it's just getting copies and photocopies and things like that. And there were no computers when I started out. Now there's computers that the kids get to take home. So just be ready for change in education. There's always something new ideas coming along.
All right. Well, Vern, thank you very much, and we wish you the best in your retirement. And obviously, you got your hands full, and you're enjoying life every day, right?
Oh, I am enjoying it.
All right. Well, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Mary Kay Bockel, Raven Stream Elementary, and Mary Kay, why don't you tell us about your history here at New Prague in education?
Okay, I started out here as a paraprofessional about 1995, and then thanks to Lori Sklazacek and Barb Perkel, I went back to school, got my teaching degree, wore out a car, going back and forth to St. Cloud, and I've been teaching ever since, about 13 years.
Okay, and that was before online education. That's why you had to drive, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Mary Kay, what are your memories of teaching here in New Prague? What are some of your fondest memories?
The things that kids say sometimes that, probably don't want to repeat right now, but they're colorful. They don't have a filter, and it's just fun to hear what they say. Mm-hmm. So kids are great.
How about your plans after retirement?
To play with more kids.
Play
we
with
have
more kids.
2 grandchildren, and one more that was due 3 days ago.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you have any advice for any of the people watching out there, and teachers in particular?
Well, for everybody, I think, for our kids is when you're looking at that child and you're working with that child, pretend that he's yours or pretend that he's your grandchild, and then do what you have to do from there.
Great words of wisdom. Thank you. Best wishes in your retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you've done for New Prague schools.
It's kind of uncomfortable without any smart.
I know. I'm pretty serious lately.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Perfect.
Thanks.
All right, we're with Marlene Heimrel, and
I'm a special education teacher.
Yeah, talk about
for-
your experience.
I've had 22 years here, and I worked 2 other years as a teacher.
Okay.
And 1 year was a long-term sub for a 5th grade class, and the other was a long-term in a school almost every day of the year.
Okay, you're 22 years here. Fondest memories?
I have many fondest memories. I can't say that there is one special one. I enjoyed working with the kids, seeing
Okay.
them grow academically, emotionally, and socially. And probably had one of the biggest breakthroughs yesterday. A child that's been having kind of a lot of difficulties told me he was very sad I was retiring. And I said, I'm not even going on to be your teacher next year because you have to move on. He said, but it's still sad
Oh, that's awesome.
for a child to recognize that.
Definitely making a difference. How about your plans? What are your
Right now, I did not set any plans. I'm going to get through the school year, and I plan to travel, but no set plans.
Okay. Well, Marlene, I want to just thank you for all your service to New Prague Schools.
I've enjoyed it,
You made a
and
positive impact.
it's gone fast, and my best advice to anyone is enjoy these kids as much as you can, because they're going to give you memories and teach you something also.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we're with Jean Gerald here. Jean, years of experience. How many years has it been now?
It's been 39 years.
And are they been all New Prague?
They've been 28 here at New Prague, 10 at St. Wentz, and 1 my first year in Melrose.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, favorite memories?
Favorite memories. It's all about the people. I have loved working with everybody that I've gotten a chance to work with, and the kids have been fabulous. So it's the people.
Okay. How about advice for people out there about education? Anything that you'd say as you look back and reflect?
Just enjoy learning the new things and embrace learning the new things, and then take care of yourself.
Good. How about plans after retirement? What are your plans?
To sleep and to help and to go to Disney World.
Disney World.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for your service to New Prague Area Schools. You're a wonderful teacher. You've been a great asset to our school district, and we're going to miss you.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'm here at Ravenstream Elementary with Polly Edberg, social worker. Polly, how many years have you been in the district?
31 years.
Oh, boy. So, what are some of your fondest memories?
Well, there are so many to list. It's been a wonderful 31 years. I think working with the students and then having them come back when they're in the high school and coming back and talking with me about how their life has changed and the kind of things that they're doing, the activities that they're involved in, that means so much to me, you know, to have them come back. Working with teachers, working with the special ed team, they're awesome. You know, this building has awesome teachers, and I've been really fortunate.
Okay. Besides the superintendent, what are you going to miss most?
Well, I will miss you, Tim.
No,
I definitely will.
Oh, that too.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think I'm going to miss greeting the kids in the morning,
Okay.
standing outside my office and all the good mornings, and you know, a lot of them stop and talk about their weekend, and I'm going to miss that. I mean, that's going to be a real void. So I'm going to stand out my front door in Belle Plaine, and I'm going to wave to people and greet people. I don't know.
That's what I was just going to ask. Plans after retirement?
Well, you probably know Mr. Edberg is returning, so I'm going to slide into retirement. I plan to volunteer a little bit.
Yep.
We've got a great food shelf, and we have a Battered Women's Association in Belle Plaine, so I'm
Yep.
going to help out there. And I'm just going to, I don't know, kind of clean out cupboards and drawers, and you know, we're going to travel once we both are retired. So just kind of ease in. I'm going to come back and visit.
Well, obviously, you're in big shoes to fill.
Well, but you've got a great person filling them, so I'm pretty
Her daughter.
excited about that. And
Kirsten.
yeah.
So, well, I want to thank you for your service to New Prague Schools. You've made a positive difference in the lives of kids. So, thank you and wish you the best.
Thank you. It's been great. It really has been. Thank you.
All right, here we're at New Prague Golf Course. Where else better on a beautiful spring day to interview Carol Smith here, 31 years in the New Prague School District, teaching kindergarten, first grade. How's it feel going into retirement here?
It's been wonderful.
Has it?
Yes.
How about your time at New Prague? Fondest memories?
All the fondest memories usually are with the staff and some of the surprises that you get along the way with the kindergartners, the first graders.
Okay.
How honest they can be.
How about any advice to our teaching staff out there that will be watching this video? Do you have any advice for them?
Try to balance your life. There's work, but there's life after work.
That's right. Play. We like that. How about plans for retirement?
Well, I'm babysitting 2 of my grandkids.
Okay.
The third one was in kindergarten, but the fourth one's on its way, so I've got job security.
Okay, awesome. Well, Carol, I want to thank you for your years of service at New Prague, and we want to wish you the best.
Thank you very much. I've enjoyed working here.
Yeah. Okay. Start out here, one of our interviews here to start out the retirements is Ron Gunderson, middle school science, specifically 7th grade science. 41 years.
41 years. It's scary how fast that goes.
What are you looking back? What are some of your fondest memories?
Oh man, there's been just tons of them. You know, with the coaching and you know the neat thing about working in this area or in this place is that you're a part of a team. And you know, I worked with a bunch of coaches in football as part of a team, and in basketball and that. And you know, there's just a ton of good times there. And then the teamwork that we have here with our house concept. So the good times really are the people, you know, and working with the kids. And there's just been a ton of them over the last 41 years. And you know, it's one of those deals where I'm definitely going to miss it. You know, it's all about these folks that we worked with.
You said you're going to miss it. What do you think you'll miss most?
I think the kids and the staff. You know, this is really a special place. You know, I know that, you know, sometimes we think that the grass is greener someplace else, or, you know, we come and, you know, we're not at our best every single day, but this is a special place. And I think that's one thing that we need to keep in mind as teachers and faculty, you know, administrators, whatever, is that we have great kids here, we have great people working here. Paul Flick said it really well when he said that, you know, if you're working here, you're the best, because we don't put up with anybody else.
And Paul Flick this year, we're going to be starting a new award this year, Service Award for people in education here that give back. So it's going to be a neat, I think it'll be a neat thing to do too.
Yeah, and what a great person to have something like that named after. Yeah. Great guy.
Well, Ron, thank you so much for your years of service to New Prague Area Schools.
Well, thanks. It's been a great joy, you know, and you know, the one thing that I can say is that I think that people need to keep in mind how important this is. Yep. That their job is important, because I really believe that in public education is where the American dream still is alive.
Yep.
That every kid that sits in every seat in every classroom has a shot, you know, and you don't have to fill out an application. It doesn't matter gender, income, it doesn't matter, you know, race, creed, whatever. That when you show up here, you've got a chance to live the life you want to live.
Absolutely.
And that's not everywhere else.
Yep.
And that makes this job really important.
Absolutely.
And we can't lose focus of that. It is about the kids, and they're counting on us.
Yep.
They don't know it because they're just dumb kids, but they'll learn later.
Yep.
You know, it's one thing that, you know, you've been here 41 years, and I get people coming back quite often and saying, you know, thanks a lot.
Yep.
So
That's what makes it all worth it, and why it's so special. I know my mom would totally agree with you.
Well,
she tells me that like every time I see
yeah.
her. So.
Well, she's a great lady, and I remember, you know, she said 2 things when you got the superintendent job, because I knew her from coaching Annie and so on, and she came up and she had that nice little speech in the morning there, and then she came up and she gave me a hug, and she, you know, whispered in my ear. She said 2 things. She said, you know, first of all, Gundy, you're the son I never had. And I was awkward.
Yeah, that's a little awkward.
But then she said, you know, you have a superintendent with integrity. And I said, I know. I know. So
Well,
on both of those.
Well, thanks.
Okay.
Well, it's been awesome.
Hey,
Awesome.
thanks a lot.
All right.
Thanks.
It's been a great run. All right, we're at Lau's Bakery with Al Bonesock, recent retiree mid-year. Al's been working in our custodial department for 46 years. I think it's only fitting we're at Lau's Bakery. This is called Retirement Corner here. And what you know, behind us here is Mrs. Scheneker's kindergarten class. Thank you, give a little thank you to Laos here. So a little plug for them, but it's only fitting that we're sitting here with Al talking about education, his years of experience. 46 years, what do you think? What are your favorite memories and what do you remember most?
Let me see, I remember most about the trees.
What about the trees?
I plant the trees years back, and I water them. Then when they got a little bit bigger, I had to get the ladder and trim them way up high. And my boss said, "Well, that's enough now. You did a good job of trimming trees."
So you're doing a little outdoor work.
Mm-hmm.
How about your 46 years? What do you, now that you're retired, is there anything you miss, or what do you miss most?
I miss the kids and the teachers.
Okay.
And the staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about any teachers that come to mind?
Rich Wilson.
Rich Wilson?
Yeah.
What about Rich?
Oh, I always give him a hard time.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. I convinced Rich Wilson, it was 2 years ago, to try a pizza with the sauerkraut pizza.
Yeah.
I had to convince him. He never tried it before.
How about what do you do in retirement then? How are you spending your retirement?
I was busy cutting the grass and get the dandelions down and get rid of the creeping Charlie.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Creeping Charlie, there's nothing worse than Creeping Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, good. Well, Al, thanks for coming this morning, meeting us here, and giving a little farewell message to our entire staff. So, we want to wish you the best in retirement, and thank you for your 46 years of service to New Prague Schools.
Thank you.
All right, we're with Anne-Marie Simon right here in the high school. We thought it'd be perfect to interview you right here where you're at work, where you've been for, well, you haven't been in this building, but 47 years to the district, Anne-Marie Simon. And how does it feel about going to retirement here?
Happy, sad, excited, petrified, a lot of different emotions.
Okay, 47 years. What are just some things in your memories that stand out, fondest memories?
I think a lot of the lasting friendships I've made here. Most of my best friends are people that I've met and my connection to my jobs here. And I guess that is my fondest memory.
Okay. Any advice to everyone out there, your entire staff?
I guess just live for the moment, try to enjoy each day, try to find good in each day. Time goes so quickly, and I know when you're young you think, oh, all the older people say how fast time goes, and you don't believe it when you're young, but I'm sitting here today wondering, where did all those years go? And I can't believe I'm at this stage of my life, so it really does go fast, so just try to enjoy life, make the most of each day.
You know, Tim McGraw has a hit song out right now. You know Tim McGraw? Humble and Kind. And I was looking at this article in the Trojan Times. Staff, if you don't have this, get this article. And front page is Anne-Marie. Has a picture of her back 47 years ago and now. But it also below there talks about the staff. What do they remember about Anne-Marie? And I think kind and nice is mentioned almost in every comment here. And we know you're very humble and you've made such a positive impact.
Oh, you don't need my ID anymore? Okay. You changed it.
I'll act like I'm looking at the bike. Well, Polly, I imagine you'll be riding off into the sunset with Dave on your last day.
You know, I'm not really sure because I just can't get Dave to quit. I just don't know.
Well, I have another option for you. I have an old football friend of mine who just retired, and I think he'd like your company. What do you think of that decision?
You know, I think it's probably time to right off into the sunset.